How have you learned to use digital technologies to manage information?
To manage information, I use a few different things. For one, I use Google Docs. It has a really good managing service where I always have access to my files. I don't have to upload them from home to something. I can just always have access to them, and you have a filing managing system in there. As well as another way that I personally manage my files is I have a local network, and on that local network I have a hard drive plugged into it so that any device that's connected to my network at home can access those files. So if I make a lesson plan on there and I'm upstairs working on my tablet on it, I can go downstairs and work on my computer on it at the same time.
Very neat. And how would you use digital technologies to help your students manage information?
Well, I think you can use these things in the same form in a classroom, whereas if a student's had a hard drive that's connected to the network for the school, they could all access it, which I know they each have their own personal drive, but we could have shared ones. Plus with Google, they can access it at home, not just at school if they had Google Drives as well.
Mm-hmm. And what other benefits do you see in helping your students manage information, like for time constraints?
Well, just the time constraint itself, having to not print it off, or they could save it there and print it off at school, we could print it off as a class, or as well if they're collaborating amongst each other, the file sharing on that is just so much easier than, while it is fun to get together, not everyone has the necessity of living close to each other, so that way they can share information better.
And can you see which students contributed more than others, or can you track their progress with Google Docs?
What do you mean? We'll cut that part out. I didn't know what you meant.
That's okay, that's cool.
Hey, stop.